in Lyons, New York, where the Lyons Lions are enjoying a close but 6-point advantage over the rivals down Route 31, the Clyde-Savannah Golden Eagles. And this is not the first rodeo, I suspect, watching these Lyons Lions perform against those arch rivals from Clyde. We have a guest, Michael Decola. Mike, thank you for joining us on the recommendation of one Steve Veter, so you have him to blame.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
Do you have a favorite breakfast spot in Lyons where you guys go for coffee or anything like that?
For a number of years, we've had different ones. Right
Right
now we're at Stoney's Pizzeria.
Well, I would say that based on Steve Veter putting you in this position, he owes you a breakfast.
A couple of them.
But,
yes.
So, Mike, lifetime resident of Lyons?
Lifetime resident of Lyons. I've watched basketball here since the first two championships that are up on that wall.
And I imagine
51, 52, 53, 54.
So, besides rooting for Lyons, of course, as our viewers can see, you with the wristwatch, the shirt, a big Syracuse rooter for some reason.
For some reason. I graduated with Jim Boeheim. I played from 5th grade right up till our senior year.
I've heard different stories. One was he always had a basketball in his hand.
Always had a basketball in his hand. Yes, he did.
What would be something you could tell us about Coach Boeheim that our listeners may not know?
Well, I think they've heard all of it about Jimmy. I mean, competitive, whether it's playing basketball or a game of ping pong.
Yep.
He wanted to win. He not only was a good basketball player, I know everybody knows he plays golf, but he could have played baseball. He did play baseball in his younger years with me, with Little League, Pony League, and that's where he stopped. But he's a good infielder, decent hitter.
And from what I gather from you, more importantly than any of that, a good friend.
Yes.
And a reason a very good reason for Lyons to be very proud.
I believe so. I've been proud of him for a long time.
Do you have any inkling of how much longer you think Coach Boeheim will stick with it?
I kind of think he might go to that 1,000. My own feeling, he probably wants that 1,000.
You'd have to have a decent year this year and an excellent year next year to make it happen.
The next two years he would have to, and he's supposed to have a good recruiting class coming in next year.
And I'm very much enjoying his. I'd like to see Syracuse get over the hump. They've had some struggles this year, but he's been very enjoyable with his very candid and sometimes brusque press conferences. He's a joy.
He's changed a little bit as far as in his coaching and his demeanor. He's changed.
He's mellowed a lot, actually, hasn't he?
I think a lot of it to do with that lovely wife of his. Yes.
Do you get a chance to see Coach Boeheim on occasion?
I've talked to him over the phone a couple of times in the past couple of months for a couple of different reasons. And for myself, all I have to do is if I call there and leave my name, and it's not just me, any friend of his, and he's not available, he'll call you back.
He's a very loyal guy, and one of the interesting and intriguing relationships for me is how close he is with one of his most intense rivals, Coach Krzyzewski. But that goes down the line with other Jim Calhoun and many of the other coaching grades.
A lot of coaches. Yes.
So tell it. Go ahead.
And you've probably heard the stories. His most disappointing loss, naturally, was 1962 against East Rochester. And he keeps telling that. He tells it in his books. He tells it on the program that he was on center stage. That his most disappointing loss, and that's over getting beat by Kentucky and getting beat by Indiana. To say my high school loss to East Rochester was very important to me. Yeah,
in fact, we mentioned that on the air, and you're right. And one of the other intriguing factors, unfortunately, I'd love to carry this on longer, but the high school game will be coming up again here shortly.
Yes.
But the fact that him and Tommy Coughlin not only competed against each other in high school in basketball, but he was the RA at Syracuse University when Coach Coughlin, I think, was a freshman or something like that.
Yes.
And both were very enjoyable interviews on center stage, from my opinion.
Very good. Yes, they were.
Well, Mike, anything you want to give a shout-out to or tell us about yourself before we let you go?
Oh, not really. No.
Are you surprised of this game we're watching here so far?
Yes. Clyde is tough. Always has been tough.
Yep.
And it'll be, I think, right down to the end. It'll be
close. I almost forgot, and I would have been kicking myself. Decola is a name synonymous.
Decola now, though. It's mine is Decola.
Are you related to Nick?
No, he is Der. He's
I got you.
and I'm D-E.
Well,
but
thank you so much.
Very good friends with Nick, and he shows up for coffee 2 or 3 times a week with us. Yes.
Well, I think Veter should pay for his coffee too then.
Well,
but thank you for joining us, Mike. We really appreciate it.
Well, I hope it was okay.
Good luck to you, Lions and Clyde, and to Syracuse and Jim Boeheim.
Yes. Better luck to Lions, though.
Happy New Year, Mike.
Same deal.
And we'll